Hello again everybody and welcome back to another review. Today's review will be of a figure I've been really excited for, that being DAMTOYS IDF Navy Special Forces Shayatet 13. As I'm sure you all know by now, I'm not usually one for modern figures, but like with the Russo-Ukrainian war figures, I couldn't help but resist getting this figure since it's from a modern ongoing conflict. Like with all DAMTOYS figures, this one is exceptional. The weapons, equipment and especially uniform really come together to make a really great figure. The figure is based off IDF Shayatet 13 commando during the ongoing Gaza war, specifically during the Battle of Sufa, as can be seen in this footage.
Finish.
Shayatet 13 is a naval commando unit of the Israeli Navy. It is considered among the best of the world's special forces and is comparable to the US Navy SEALs and Britain's Special Boat Service. Shayatet 13 has an extremely low selection rate, often reported as fewer than 40 to 50 individuals graduating out of thousands of initial applicants each year. Involved in almost all of Israel's conflicts, they specialize in conducting daring raids and protecting maritime security. The details of many missions and identities of active operatives are kept highly classified. Now, onto the figure itself. Now let's take a closer look at the figure, starting with the head. There's a lot of detailing on the helmet. You can see some insignia, these night vision goggles, some other stuff. However, the helmet it came quite bare, so as you can see, the velcro around it has to be placed by yourself. There's a sticker, so yeah, and there's no real instructions, so I just had to guess and look at some of the promotional images, which I thought was quite a pain, but the result is very nice, as you can see. And head sculpt with his visors. And there you can see some of his insignia, glow stick, his comms, grenade over there, his weapon. It's very nice, very detailed. However, I do have a minor complaint about this figure, and that is the weapon system is a bit fragile, if you ask me. Like when I was putting it together, I was really scared that something might snap and break. So I just hope that in the future they might make it more solid. And there's no real instructions on how to assemble or where to put all the accessories. So someone like me who is not so familiar with modern stuff really had a problem with it. But other than that, it looks really nice. Some more insignia. Here's his webbing. You can see his holster with his sidearm. Some cable ties. A little fanny pouch. And his pants. Looks very nice. His shoes. And this is the back of the figure. Here you can see the behind of the helmet. Another glow stick there. And this black pouch, which I assume is for the night vision goggles, the batteries. But if I'm wrong, please let me know. Here's the back of his webbing. Comp set over there. Quite easy to assemble, thankfully. And his water bag. Looks extremely similar to the one I used when I was in the army. I wonder if it smells the same. Here's his first aid pouch. His anti-tank weapon, very nice. Some more pouches. These are smoke grenades. Extra magazine. And here's a figure in a simpler look. This time just wearing his belt rigging. Starting with the head. Can take a nice look at the headscarf. Not too sure who it's supposed to resemble. If anybody knows, please let me know. And here's a nice view of his hybrid uniform. And here is his belt rigging. You can see a grenade pouch. Some what do you call it? Cable ties. Yeah. Excuse me. I'm not too sure what this is. If anybody knows, let me know. Extra pistol magazines. One additional magazine, rifle magazine over there. And this is the back of the figure. Here you can see his first aid pouch. Another grenade pouch. I'm not too sure what that pouch is. It kind of opens up to like a big pouch where you can put stuff in, I guess. Extra smoke grenades. And here are the weapons the figure comes with. Starting with his primary weapon, M4 carbine. Unfortunately, like many of DAMTOYS modern day weapons, it's a bit flimsy if you ask me. On top of that, you have to attach all the attachments by yourself, like the scope and the grip, stuff like that. And there's not really any instructions, so you just have to refer to the images, which can be quite annoying if you ask me. It comes with 2 additional magazines. Here are some, what I assume are smoke grenades. We have the detailing on it. You can see the Hebrew writing on it. Also comes with 2 frag grenades. It also comes with this additional barrel, I would say, or fitting to change the M4 into a sort of marksman-like weapon. Forgive me, I'm not too familiar with modern day weapons. Looks very nice, although like I mentioned earlier, due to how fragile the weapon is, I personally am not going to try and change it. I apologize. And it comes with 3 additional magazines. For his sidearm, it comes with a Glock with a silencer, 3 additional magazines, and here's his law weapon. Looks very nice. All in all, a great figure. Highly recommended for any modern figure collector out there. I do have some minor complaints, like the weapon being very flimsy, and it definitely feels quite fragile in your hand. I also wish they included some sort of manual for the weapon assembly. I'm also not too keen on the helmet, as there are too much stickers involved, and if one were to place any wrong, it would definitely ruin the whole thing, though luckily it wasn't the case for me. As I mentioned before, I hope DAMTOYS makes a Ukrainian figure next, or maybe a soldier from, or maybe a Kurdish soldier or Syrian soldier fighting in the Middle East. Anywho, thank you for joining me on today's review, and I hope to see you all again soon. Shalom.